Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Three words, Hyannis is hot. As the calendar turns to August, the Harbor Hawks have won 5 straight and are neck and neck with 2 division rivals for first place in the Western Division. One of those teams is the Falmouth Commodores as the 2 squads meet for the final time in the regular season. Falmouth and Hyannis, first pitch, next on Cape League TV. As we say hello to you from inside the broadcast booth, I'm Max Schwartzberg alongside Quincy Bell and Charlie Adams. Welcome to Harbor Hawks Baseball. Well, let's play 2 truths and a lie. Number 1, Charlie Adams looks uncanny like Cam Scatterbu, a running back for the New York Giants. Number 2, Hyannis is in first place in the West and a chance to clinch home field advantage for the entire playoffs. And then number 3, Quincy Bell is the, as advertised, 5'10". Obviously, the last one is the lie, but Hyannis Chaz is playing its best brand of baseball. They've won 5 straight.
It's a great time to win 5 straight. Top team in the West Division and a chance to clinch with a doubleheader today. Bourne also playing a doubleheader today, and that means if Hyannis wins both games and Bourne loses one, that's the West Division locked up. Or if Hyannis just wins 1 game today, Bourne loses 2. Another way that the Harbor Hawks can take the West once again.
Hyannis is playing Katuitt tonight, but the obvious task at hand is Falmouth. Quincy, we got a great pitching matchup. You got 2 lefties, Ryan Bosch going up against Wyatt Dean.
Yeah, Ryan Bosch has been absolutely magnificent throughout the back half of this season. His last time out against YD, he threw 5 shutout innings against the best team on the Cape, the YD Red Sox. He was absolutely magnificent. He's looking to be a great starter for Hyannis when the playoffs round out.
I'm sorry, folks. We're very excited here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network. Charlie Adams caught up with Mitch Carricker. Take a listen.
Charlie Adams pregame alongside skipper Mitch Carricker ahead of our 2nd straight doubleheader from McKeon Park. Coach, sweeping the doubleheader yesterday. Now in first place, a chance to lock up first place tonight. A lot on the line. What's the team's mentality going into tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we know what's at stake. I think for us, just continue to play the way we've been playing. It's been really good on all facets, so hopefully we can get a repeat performance today.
Jonah Barkoff went 2 innings yesterday. You mentioned keeping starters short for the playoffs. You have Ryan Bosch and Kevin Robinson. What's the plan on stretching them out?
Yeah, I mean, both of those guys, they can get stretched out a little bit further just because we're a little further out from our playoff date that they could possibly throw. So still need them to get off to a really good start, and we need our bullpen to be really good.
The lineup was really solid at the plate. No strikeouts for the majority of Game 2. Just what have you seen out of them recently?
Yeah, I mean, I think they've worked hard to get where they are right now. You know, a lot of guys that kind of scuffled earlier are starting to turn it on here late, which is good. We're getting good pitches to hit. We're seeing the ball really well, so hopefully they can keep that going.
And Brody Briggs is back behind the plate for a 2nd straight game after Game 2 of the doubleheader. How connected is he with the pitching staff?
Yeah, he's really good. He's in here because he can really catch and throw, and you know, Bosch is not an easy guy to catch, so I thought that would be a really good one for him. And I think he caught him last time when at YD, and so just the comfortability there. And a long day, you know, he gets to play the shortened game today, and we'll see what Game 2 has for us.
All right, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you,
guys. Back to you.
All smiles here in the booth. Ethan Wax catching up with Brody Briggs.
catching up with Brody Briggs prior to the day-night doubleheader, Hyannis and Falmouth coming up. Brody, what has been it seems like throwing out runners is your superpower. Where do you get that from?
I think, I don't know. I've been playing catcher my whole life, and I think just my instincts are what helps me just be able to put myself in a good position to make good throws.
First place is right there for you guys. How do you guys stay even keeled, but also understand what's at stake?
I think it's just important in these doubleheaders to take it one game at a time. We did it yesterday, won one game, reset, won another. So I think same thing today. Try to take care of business in this first game, and then reset, try to take care of business again, and then it'll be ours. We'll be first place.
This Falmouth team has been neck and neck with you guys for much of the season. How do you put them sort of out of reach today?
Yeah, I haven't been here a whole lot, so I don't really know, or I haven't really seen that the whole first half. But I know they have a great offense, and they seem to be a pretty good team in the second half. So I think we're just not really worried about who we're playing as much as just taking care of what we can control and try to play our game.
How did it feel getting your first hit yesterday?
Needed it. I needed it bad, so I'm glad it came. Now I feel like that weight's off my shoulders. We can just go play and play free and easy.
Thank you and good luck today.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Guys.
I think, Dean, they're allowing you to find your own success and your own true independence.
Dean is a whole group of all different kinds of people and communities.
Since I've come to Dean, I've learned a lot of time management skills.
Our community is especially tight-knit, and the majority of our students live on campus. And you are guaranteed 4 years of housing while you attend Dean.
Dean is just full of opportunities for you to embrace, to welcome, so you can change yourself to who you want to be and form your career for the future.
So go through that, all right? Think that way.
Be a bulldog. Have a bulldog mentality in everything you do in life, whether you're playing sports or in the classroom or just socializing around campus.
When it comes to delicious food, the best place to start is with great appliances. And Cam Appliances is your one-stop shop for any budget with brands like Thermador, Viking, Bosch, GE, and so much more. Cam Appliances, sales, delivery, installation, and service in the heart of your home, with locations in Hyannis, Nantucket, and Hanover.
When it comes to Chevy, there's only one name you need to know.
Hi, I'm Todd Copeland, and this is Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. We stock more Chevys than anyone on Cape Cod.
And if you need the best price,
just check this out.
Copeland Chevrolet has over 200 new Chevys in stock, and they're all on sale today with huge discounts or new lower lease payments. Don't wait.
For the Chevy you want and the savings you need,
you can count on Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. CopelandChevroletHyannis.com.
Back here on Cape League TV, the giggles are out and baseball is in. Let's look at how Jack Dahm will line it up for his Falmouth Commodores. Fabio Peralta will lead it off. Nick Croce bats second. Braden Jeffries bats third. Tommy Harrison, Matthew Farner, and Carter White 4, 5, 6 with A.J. Putty. There you see it. He hammered his first home run of the summer last night. Austin Maley bats 8th, and Dallas Brooks batting 9th for Jack Dahm and the Commodores.
Croce had a good day in his Cape League debut, went 3 for 4. That's why you see the average at 750.
On the mound for the Harbor Hawks, the big lefty Ryan Bosch, 6'8", 250 pounds, and coming off his best start of the summer when he was already coming off his best start. 5 shutout innings against YD, the beast to the east. There you got it, 6 strikeouts in. He's now combined to throw 9 scoreless frames over his last 2 starts.
Yeah, the one problem with Bosch is the walks, but he really held them to a minimum against YD. Just 5 base runners reached in those 5 innings. If he's locating in the zone, he is very hard to hit, especially for left-handed hitters.
Hyannis has won 5 straight for the first time this summer. As we take a look at the defensive alignment, Henry Zener in left, Charlie Bates in center, Clay Thompson in right. At the hot corners, J.C. Davis and Andrew Lamb with Taylor Kirk and Matt Einish up the middle. and Brody Briggs gets the start for the second consecutive game behind the plate. Jax Jimenez will DH tonight for Mitch Carricker.
It's a Harbor Hawk defense that has been very solid as of late. During this 5-game winning streak, they haven't made a single error. Defense has been really, I think, an underlooked part of the Hyannis team this year.
Hyannis second in the Cape League with the second fewest errors, 34. Last night, another errorless game. And you got the right guy going up as Mitch Carricker tries to get this starting rotation in sync for the postseason coming up next week.
Yeah, Brody Briggs doesn't provide a lot with the bat, but he is so good defensively. I mean, he nails runners. He is, Max, you'll like this. He's sort of like an Austin Hedges type.
I understand the reference, that's for sure. As a Padres fan, Hedges spending a long time with San Diego. Fabio Peralta to lead it off for Falmouth. Commodores in third place in the West, but of course this division very much so up for grabs. Underway in a pop-up, shallow right field. In comes Clay Thompson, out goes Einish, and Thompson gloves out number one. One pitch, one out here in the top of the first.
Good start for Bosch. He was working pretty efficiently in that start against YD. And if he can get outs early and often and stay in the zone, he's dangerous. We were talking about it. The pitching trio of Ryan Bosch, Raymond Olivas, and Jonah Barkhoff is going to be so good come playoff time for the Hawks.
One out, nobody on, and up comes Nick Croce. And a wild swing and a miss for strike one. Hyannis, a team 4.57 ERA. That's sixth in the Cape League. But if you take it down 7 days ago, they were dead last. They just have been so dominant on the hill in the batter's box as of late. And this is the exact time you really want to get hot.
Yeah, coming down towards the playoffs, the Hawks are playing their best ball. They're 8-2 in their last 10. That's the best record on Cape Cod over the last 10 games.
Did he go? No, he did not. First base umpire J.C. Fernandez confirms a ball. Mike Rabideau behind the plate and Kevin Saxton at third base. Your umpiring crew in Game 1 of this day-night doubleheader. Hyannis will see Katuitt tonight at 6:05. On a 1-1, Croce swings and misses. Bosch jumps ahead and he blows the fastball by. Well, we've talked about how fun this Western Division race for the first place spot has been. The East has been electric too, and that's not the way it started. YD at one point 19-2-1, and now they only sit 2 points ahead of Brewster for first place in the Eastern Division. Those two teams have been neck and neck as of late.
They've actually been kind of not playing as well as they were earlier in the year. Both teams lost a couple of games yesterday. But the race, really, it looked like Bourne was so much out ahead of everyone in the West, and it was Hyannis and Falmouth battling for second place. But then this Hyannis 5-game win streak has coincided with Bourne losing 4 in a row.
Brody Briggs looks like he needs a new pitch comm. We didn't have any pitch comm issues in Game 1 yesterday, so naturally we've had to make up for it literally here in the top of the first inning this afternoon.
Of course.
I mean, how about this battery? Ryan Bosch, power, and Brody Briggs, wisdom, behind the plate. Here's the 2-2. Slap foul off to the right, out of play. We'll do it again. Last summer, Briggs caught 14 runners stealing. He started 21 games for the Harbor Hawks. He's already caught a couple this summer in just a few games. We'll do it again at 2-2. Croce gets out of the way of the back foot slider in the count full. Ryan Bosch, although coming off his best start of the Cape League summer, 5 scoreless, he did walk 3 and had 6 full counts against the Red Sox back on July 27th in an eventual 5-4 Hyannis thriller to split the season series with YD. On a 3-2, Croce knocks it on the ground to third base. J.C. Davis on the high hop across the diamond for out number 2.
Yeah, but like he just did now, when he got into those full counts, he tended to make a good pitch and either get the strikeout or some weak contact. This time just rolled over by Croce to third. Nice play by Davis. J.C. Davis was the everyday second baseman for the Harbor Hawks, but he's recently moved to third base for these last 2 games. Played there in the second half of yesterday's doubleheader.
First pitch in there for a strike to Braden Jeffries. Bosch faced the minimum in each of his last 3 innings of work against YD. So the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. And he capped his outing with a K. Check swing, he went around, rung up by the home plate umpire Mike Rabideau, and Bosch back ahead. It is a beautiful day out. Sunny skies, a couple clouds, but nothing worrisome, that's for sure.
I wonder why the Cape League doesn't play more traditional day games, because pretty much every team starts at 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock for all their games. Day baseball is beautiful. I'm a big fan.
I think it has to do with concessions and people being at work. Here's the 1-2. You think about it like this, Quincy. They don't charge admission to the games, so they're not making money off ticket sales. It's largely, the big thing is donations, and then the second thing is concessions. So you got a 1 o'clock game on a Wednesday. Really, who's going to that? We saw it yesterday on the first game of the doubleheader. Not many people there. Season low in attendance, under 400.
I think like a Saturday noon first pitch would be fun. Like on a weekend, I think it'd be a good time.
I think Sunday would be a fun time for a 1 p.m. game.
Well, today's Saturday, and there's a decent amount of people here.
Full count to Jeffries. Got him. 1, 2, 3 for Ryan Bosch. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the first inning on Cape League TV.
From Boston to the Cape, leave the stress behind and travel in luxury, comfort, and style. Sit back, relax, and take in the views Cape Cod has to offer. Every detail handled from pickup to destination. Tired of the drive to the city? Leave the driving to us. Scan now and start planning your next getaway. Bella Luxury Transportation. Leave the driving to us.
When it comes to delicious food, the best place to start is with great appliances. And Cam Appliances is your one-stop shop for any budget with brands like Thermador, Viking, Bosch, GE, and so much more. Cam Appliances, sales, delivery, installation, and service in the heart of your home with locations in Hyannis, Nantucket, and Hanover.
Commodores go down in order in the top of the first inning. Here in the bottom half, let's see how Mitch Carricker lines them up. Matt Einish to lead it off, Jax Jimenez and Charlie Bates, a 1-2-3 punch at the top of the order. Clay Thompson, Andrew Lamb, and Taylor Kirk the middle of the order as Zener, Davis, and Brody Briggs to round it out. Briggs doubled and snapped an 0 for 14 last night against Harwich. On the mound for the Commodores, Wyatt Dean. Making just his second start of the Cape League summer. He picked up the win against Chatham on July 22nd. 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Has not pitched a lot as of late, but has a chance to get right back on the horse this afternoon.
Yeah, he was serviceable in that last start against Chatham, trying to maybe stay in the zone a little bit more.
Carter White in left, Fabio Peralta in center, and Tommy Harrison in right at the hot corners. Braden Jeffries and A.J. Putty with Matthew Farner and Austin Maley up the middle. Dallas Brooks does the catching for Wyatt Dion, and Nick Croce gets the day off defensively, but he's in at DH. As the summer continues to move forward, it seems like we're seeing very similar lineups, and these first 3 hitters, kind of a great example of that.
Yeah, Einish, Jimenez have been really on fire since coming to Hyannis. They've added a new element to this offensive attack, which is they're going to get on base and move around on the base paths.
Matt Einish to lead it off. the active Hyannis batting average leader. 1 point under 300 at 299, and he's been an everyday guy since he got here on June 28th. Wind beginning to pick up, blowing out to right center field. Hyannis has one round tripper on the summer, and it was against the lefty. Dion to the plate. Slap foul off to the left, out of play. Hyannis picked up one hit across the 2 games yesterday, but he went hitless against Bourne, and that snapped a 7-game hit streak, but still ever so dangerous, and he got a hit against Harwich in the nightcap. Center fielder Fabio Peralta shaded towards left center, lots of green grass in right center. 1-2 count. Wyatt Dion jumps ahead. Earlier in the season, Hyannis really struggled against left-handed starters. They began the season 0-5 when facing a southpaw to start a game, but they've really picked it up throughout the back half of the 2026 campaign down in the dirt. On a 2-2. Hyannis runs the count full. And this is one of the great reasons why Mitch Carricker likes seeing guys like Matt Hyannis, Jimenez, and Bates at the top of the order. They always work counts deep in every plate appearance, and especially when you're leading off a game, that's exactly what you need. In the air foul off to the left, out of play.
You know, we talked about how during this season, Hyannis had really struggled to find a true leadoff man. It was Liam Barrett for a while. Taylor Kirk and Henry Sr. were up there for a little bit, but Matt Hyannis has really solidified himself in that spot.
The 7th pitch of this plate appearance will be taken for ball 4. A leadoff base on balls for the Harbor Hawks here in the last of the first inning.
And that's why he's staying up at the top of the order, just working at bats like that. Beautiful walk.
That walk is our free pass of the game presented by Cape Cod Community College. Go to Cape Cod Community College for free. Every program, no tuition or fees for those that qualify. capecod.edu/free for more. Jax Jimenez standing in. He's batted second, 23 of 24 games played. In the air foul off to the right. Last night against Harwich, an RBI triple for Jimenez extended his hit streak to 12 games, best on the Harbor Hawks this summer. Hyannis over at first has scored 4 runs in his last 2 games, and he's got a pretty healthy lead. And Wyatt Dion noticed. Home on the count. And a check over at first base. Jimenez got to Hyannis back on June 29th and has been probably the most consistently kept bat in the order for Mitch Carricker. Lines it to second base and stabbed in the air by Austin Maley. He will double up Matt Hyannis.
Yeah, unlucky there. That one was roped by Jimenez, but a nice stab there by Maley. And Hyannis with the big lead. Didn't know if that was going to get caught or not, just in a bad spot.
Here comes Charlie Bates, batting third for the 4th consecutive game. He's hit safely in his last 4. after a bit of a slump coming off his injury back on July the 17th. Got spiked in the foot at Orleans, but he's back in there for the Harbor Hawks in a very welcomed re-addition back to the squad. On a 1-0, Bates hammers it in the air deep to right field. Will it stay fair? It will not.
Man, that was close. Just a couple feet to the right of the foul pole. Bates was so close to home run number 3.
His last home run, June 19th against Wareham. And he homered twice in his first 7 games on the Cape this summer, but it's been a while. Dion with the 1-1. I think the most impressive thing about Bates has been just the maturity from year 1 to year 2 with the Harbor Hawks. Struggled last summer, second on the team in games played for Mitch Carricker to Ryan McKay, but he really learned from it and has brought it to him to this time around. Falmouth dead last in the Cape League with a 5.2 team ERA. For a while, it was Hyannis and Falmouth back and forth between 9th and 10th place. Called strike, much to the disagreement of Bates from Mike Rabideau.
And Bates thought he had that one. Luckily, he didn't let the bat go, but he was about to.
Wyatt Dion looking to face the minimum here in the last of the first. And he will. Gets Bates swinging. Scoreless after 1. We're heading to the second on Cape League TV.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take to the skies with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
The second inning brought to you by Cape Cod Orthopedics. Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to support Harbor Hawks baseball. For decades, athletes, families, and residents across Cape Cod have trusted Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for expert care. Their team specializes in sports medicine, orthopedic surgery, joint replacement, and rehabilitation, helping patients get back to the activities they enjoy most. Whether you're recovering from an injury or looking for specialized orthopedic care, learn more at capecodortho.com. Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the region's largest orthopedic specialty group. Both pitchers faced the minimum in the first inning, although Ryan Bosch tossed a 1-2-3 frame. It's 4-5-6 due up for Jack, Dom, and the Commodores. Tommy Harrison, Matthew Farner, and Carter White scheduled.
And 2 quick innings for Bosch and Dion in the first. With this being only a 7-inning game, you want to get off to a good start because you got to think like it's the 4th inning right now with how little innings you're playing today.
Hyannis swept the doubleheader yesterday against Bourne and Harwich. Right now they got Falmouth. Tonight they got Katuitt. First pitch, broken bat and a flare to the right side of the infield. And Andrew Lamb gloves down, out number 1.
Great pitch from Bosch, just jamming the lefty Harrison that time to where even when he put a swing on it, he's not going to do much. Broken bat on the handle, easy catch for Andrew Lamb.
That's back-to-back innings that Ryan Bosch has gotten the first pitch out. Fabio Peralta flew out to right field on the first pitch of the game, and Harrison popping up here to start the second inning. Here's Matthew Farner, lefty on righty. Bosch, a rising sophomore out of Wake Forest, but he's originally from Fruitport, Michigan. On a 1-0. Farner out of the way of a pitch to the back foot, 2-0. The sixth best overall prospect and second best pitching prospect out of the state coming out of high school decides to go to Wake Forest with a starter's resume. He started his entire life. Here's the 2-0. Falls behind 3-0. But his freshman year didn't go as planned. Instead of starting, he was tossed into the bullpen role, and he struggled early on. The big issue was the walks, and he's behind 3-0 here to Farner. And that is a walk.
Yeah, that's really the one thing that Bosch tends to struggle with a little bit is the location this time, just missing barely up with the heater. It's been better as of late, part of why he's excelled here on the Cape.
He walked 3 in his 5 scoreless innings against YD last week. First base runner of the game for the Commodores here in the top of the second, and that's now 5 straight balls after the leadoff pop-up to first. The Harbor Hawks, as a whole as of late, have been much cleaner in their pitching. Last night they tied a season low in free passes again against Harwich with 2. It was July 10th when they had that lowest tally at 2 against those Mariners, but that time at White House Field. Hyannis took down the M's 8-2 last night, and they scored 8 unanswered until the 9th inning when Harwich put up 2. Strike at the knees, much to the chagrin of Carter White. Hyannis has turned 27 double plays this summer. That's 3rd in the Cape League. And the entire infield in double play depth. Looking for a little 4-6-3.
Good pitch there from Bosch. Slider running away from Farner. Had to reach all the way over to just foul that one off.
Matthew Farner taking his lead over at first base. 2 stolen bases this summer. And there is a strikeout for Bosch, his second K of the day, and it's a big out, number 2.
Yeah, he went back to that same pitch and got the same result. Farner out in front on this one.
It's that slider left on left. It's tough. I'll bring up A.J. Putty. 2-17 start to the summer through his first 15 games with Falmouth. Bosch to the plate. Now 3 straight hitters he's fallen behind of. Healthy lead over at first base for Matthew Farner. Away for ball 2. Falmouth as a team hitting .248. It's better than Hyannis by a pretty wide margin. Harbor Hawks at .224.
And when Hyannis got off to that slow start to the year, it felt like in every game they lost, they were losing like 9-1, 13-3, 17-1, to where like their stats don't look great, but they were winning a bunch of close games to keep the record up.
That has continued. Count even 2-2. Now, Hyannis' run differential is pretty daunting. But, I mean, at the end of the day, what matters is your record, and they're currently first in the Western Division. Pop foul off to the right, now to play.
Well, they've been so good in close games this year. In games decided by 1 run, they're 5-1 on the season. And they've also completed 13 saves. Of their 20 wins, 13 have been save situations.
Runner goes at first. The pitch is inside. Brody Briggs does not make a throw down to second. Matthew Farner swipes his third base of the summer.
Good jump, and not a great pitch for Briggs to throw on here. It's going to be down and in. He kind of bumped into White a little bit, or like he was right in his space, and it's best to just let him have that one with 2 outs.
White also got a phenomenal jump. Farner, got a phenomenal jump. Line to right center field. That's going to get in. Farner will come in to score. And A.J. Putty on his way to second base with an RBI double. Falmouth on top, 1-0 Commodores.
Yeah, this guy's a complete hitter. At Illinois, he really impressed in the power department during his freshman season, and he's brought it to Cape Cod. Just a nice job of hitting into the opposite field there to put Falmouth on the board first.
Austin Maley standing in, and the recipient of strike 1. So that's the first run surrendered by Ryan Bosch since 3 starts ago. That was July 11th against Wareham. That was a game that he gave up 4 earned runs over 2 1/3 innings. And a little tapper to the right side of the infield. Matt Einish has out number 3. Falmouth on top early with a RBI double from A.J. Putty. We're heading to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Doors.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Wherever you need to go, arrive in comfort, style, and complete peace of mind. From seamless rides to and from Logan Airport, to the energy of the big game in the city, to unforgettable weddings, proms, and nights out with friends, Bella Luxury Transportation is there every step of the way. No stress, no driving. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. Bella Luxury Transportation, leave the driving to us.
Hyannis playing behind, down 1-0 now in the bottom of the second inning. They went down in order after a leadoff walk to Matt Einish. Jax Jimenez lined into a 4-3 double play before Bates struck out. It's still the second inning, brought to you by Cape Cod Orthopedics. Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to be a sponsor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. From youth sports to college athletics and everything in between, their team has been helping Cape Cod residents stay healthy and recover from injuries for years. With expertise in sports medicine, orthopedic care, and rehabilitation, Cape Cod Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is committed to keeping our community active. Learn more at capecodortho.com. Clay Thompson to lead it off here in the last of the second inning. Hyannis down 1-0 against the Falmouth Commodores. 4-5-6 due up for skipper Mitch Carricker's Harbor Hawks. In there for a strike. Thompson, a JMU Duke, but he's originally from Tampa, Florida, and he grew up around the game his entire life, and is a legacy player for James Madison. On an 0-1, he'll see a pitch outside. His father, Rich, played at James Madison and is still second all-time in school history for stolen bases. He ended up playing 15 years of pro ball, including two stints in the big leagues.
He transferred into James Madison from a junior college in Florida, where he crushed it there. It was a no-brainer for James Madison to pick him up.
Well, coming out of high school, the Division I offers just weren't there. Popped up in foul territory. Dallas Brooks discards the mask and makes out number one. Andrew Lamb coming up. But Thompson takes the JUCO route instead. Wins a JUCO national title. And then chooses JMU himself. And he said it wasn't about his dad's legacy. It was more of a personal decision based on the best fit. Andrew Lamb will take ball one. Lamb kind of the opposite, going into his senior year and has been crushing baseballs in Division I for now a couple years out of USC.
Yeah, he hit 14 home runs for the Trojans in 56 games. Hit just under 300, OPS over 1,000.
Those 14 home runs, second on the team to Augie Lopez, who was just drafted by the San Diego Padres a couple weeks ago in the MLB draft. Lamb in the air to left field. Carter White going back with the sunglasses on. Has out number two.
Yeah, a little bit of a breeze out toward left field. That ball carried a bit off the bat of Andrew Lamb, but White was able to find it. It felt like he kept going back and back near the wall here, but still put a glove on it.
Two quick outs for Wyatt Dion, and up comes Taylor Kirk. Last night against Bourne, he lost an 8-game hit streak, but still has been tearing the cover off the baseball. Slaps it foul off to the right and out of play. I got to say, the back half of July absolutely flew by.
Yeah, it feels like just the other day we were in mid-July, and now it's already the 1st of August.
It's the first of the month. You know that song?
I brush my teeth and count up.
Yeah. On an 0-1, Kirk will take downstairs. Well, July was a reinventing month for Kirk. Hit right around 300 after starting the season 2 for 27 in June. But now a chance to continue this narrative into the first of this month. Skies it into shallow right field. Austin Maley, the second baseman, back on the outfield lawn. 1, 2, 3, bottom of the second inning for Wyatt Dean. We're heading to the third on Cape League TV.
This week we've been working a lot with doing play-by-plays, just doing behind-the-scenes stuff with sports broadcasting, which I never really realized how much went into it, but it's been really cool.
They've grown a lot. I've never really done like a program like this before, so like seeing all the behind-the-scenes has like really grown.
I've learned how to really just gain confidence in my play-by-play speaking, and I've learned more terms here when it comes to directing and producing, and I've just had a great time with John Rook.
Doing the play-by-play stuff and all that, being with a guy like John Rook, understanding what like the major kind of entails doing this camp, just really a preview for what you do here at Dean or any other college doing broadcasting, so I'm definitely more prepared to make this a job of mine.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season long thanks to the NAC Cape Cod. The NAC offers 2 locations, Hyannis and Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit thenacapecod.com to order online today. The NAC Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor of the Harbor Hawks all season long. Top of the third inning here from McKeon Park, and Hyannis behind Falmouth 1-0. The day tail of this day-night doubleheader, as the rain has just been in and out towards the back end of July and has forced a lot of teams to play multiple games. Tomorrow the Harbor Hawks head to Wareham for just one game, game 40. But Wareham playing in Orleans earlier in the day. That should be a tough travel and commute.
I believe that's the farthest distance between two teams in the Cape Cod League. Luckily for Hyannis, back-to-back doubleheaders come with 4 games just at home.
It's number 9 man Dallas Brooks to lead it off. I will say Hyannis did get a bit lucky with the way that worked out. Ryan Bosch, 35 pitches deep through 2+. There is some light stretching and action in the Hyannis pen. Nobody warming, but Bruce Littleton working out with some plyo balls. Brooks jumps ahead 2-1. Falmouth got its first run of the game on an RBI double from A.J. Putty to plate Matthew Farner. Actually, the first time in a while that the Harbor Hawks have trailed. I believe against Katuitt a couple days ago, and it feels like it was a longer time ago because of all the rainouts, the back-to-back unscheduled off days. Then we played yesterday. Hyannis did not trail at any point, but now here in the top of the third, down 1-0.
Yeah, they were down 1-0 in the second to Katuitt, but immediately pushed across 3 in the third.
Launch to right. Thompson back, turning, looking. It is well out of here. Solo shot for Dallas Brooks. His first of the Cape League summer. And Falmouth extends the lead, 2-0 Commodores.
Yeah, he put a good swing on this ball, just got out in front of the pitch and smashed it over the billboard out there and right. That was a big shot, no doubt about that one.
Center field for Malta, number 14.
That flips it over for the top of the order. Fabio Peralta flew out to right field to open the game as Bosch locks back in, and Peralta cues it foul off the end of the bat. 0-1. So Hyannis currently 20-17, sitting at the moment top of the West, and leading the division for the first time in 2026. Of course, for Mitch Carricker, the hope is that it's not short-lived and that this is the way they enter the postseason, because that would mean that they would have home field advantage at the very least for the entire Western playoff picture.
Yeah, if Bourne loses a couple of games today and Hyannis is able to win some, they could clinch it outright today.
I believe the situation is Hyannis wins 2 games, Bourne loses at least 1 game. Or if Hyannis loses 1 game, Bourne loses both games.
Well, the good news for Hawks fans is right now in the 4th, Bourne's down 4-0 to Harwich.
Of course, we saw the Mariners a little bit less than 24 hours ago, and there's a strikeout. Third K of the day for Ryan Bosch.
And another race to sort of keep an eye on. It's a little unlikely, but currently Bourne is 3 points ahead of Falmouth for second. So if Bourne loses right now and Falmouth wins, Falmouth would just be 1 point behind for second.
Nick Croce standing in for the Commodores.
It's going to be tight come playoff time. Of course, whoever gets the 1 seed will get Wareham or Katuitt at the bottom of the division.
On a 1-1, Croce looks at ball 2. At one point, Wareham was 3-14, and seemingly they could buy their plane ticket home after the first couple weeks, and now 2 points ahead of Cotuit for that last spot. The Gatemen have won 2 in a row, 4-6 in their last 10. Cotuit has dropped 5 straight.
Yeah, they have not looked great coming down the wire. Hyannis will play Cotuit later today at 6, but Bourne has also really struggled as of late.
And it's the wrong time to struggle. This is when you want to be playing your best baseball come the postseason, which is currently what it looks like for Hyannis.
Yeah, Hyannis, Falmouth, and Wareham all look really good as of late, whereas Bourne and Cotuit, it's been hard for those two to buy a win.
The Eastern Division playoff picture, simply in terms of who's in, who's out, is settled. Orleans, the odd man out, eliminated already. But still, the top of that division up for grabs. YD 2 points ahead of Brewster. And the Red Sox 5-5 in their last 10 games. The Whitecaps 7-3. On a 3-2. Croce down on strikes. Back-to-back Ks for Ryan Bosch. He's got 4 in all.
The third baseman from Michigan, number 6.
Yeah, yesterday, Brewster lost and YD won in the early portion of the doubleheaders, but then later in the day, Brewster beat YD to crawl back just 2 points behind him.
Out comes manager Mitch Carricker. Looks like Bruce Littleton getting loose down in the Hyannis bullpen. I doubt the skipper will take Bosch out at the moment, just because Littleton just started throwing for the mound. He was stretching and then throwing about 55 feet away on a flat ground to Will Fosberg. Now he's on the hill, and this will induce Mike Rabideau to walk out and break up this meeting of the minds. So Bosch stays in.
Yeah, right now the plan is to have Ryan Bosch throw the third game of the playoffs for Hyannis, which will be in about a week. So the Hawks want to get one more full start out of him to try to, further clinch that 1 seed and then keep him warm and ready for postseason play.
Ryan Bosch did not start any games in his freshman year at Wake Forest, simply out of the pen. And a first pitch hit in the air foul by Braden Jeffries. Back-to-back punch-outs for Ryan Bosch after the leadoff home run for Dallas Brooks here in the top of the third inning. The Commodores leading the Harbor Hawks 2-0. On a 1-1, Jeffries looks at a pitch skipped in about 56 feet from Ryan Bosch. I got to say, Hyannis' playoff rotation, it's currently looking like Jonah Barkov game 1, Raymond Olivas game 2, and then Ryan Bosch in a rubber match for a series. That might be the best 1-2-3 punch on the Cape.
Yeah, we saw Barkov only go 2 innings yesterday because Mitch Carricker wants to save him for game 1, the first game coming up. But man, did Olivas look good yesterday. 5 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts. He's probably been the best of those 3. He's been really solid.
Strike 3 called. Ryan Bosch strikes out the side. After the leadoff home run, 3 straight punchies. 2-0 Commodores will send it down to the sidelines where Ethan Wax has a report. Ethan.
Bosch brilliance. That's what's been the case each of the last few outings that he's been here. He's had quality outings going 3, 4, or even 5 innings each time he gets the ball. And I had a chance to speak with pitching coach Austin Wallace about his revelation, and he says that he's been a great asset to this bullpen, to this starting staff, and it allows the bullpen to get a blow every once in a while if he can get deep into games. He also says that they've been working mechanically on some things, specifically about his delivery, and his timing. And there was one specific drill that he didn't elaborate on, but he did say that they've been working on one specific drill that back from his first start that they've been utilizing every day, and you could see the change in his ability to be able to go out here and have quality outings. As I turn it back to you guys.
Thanks, Ethan. Bottom of the third inning, and Hyannis down 2-0. They've gone down in order each of the first two frames against Wyatt Dion. 7, 8, 9 due up for Hyannis. Zener, Davis, and Brody Briggs.
Yeah, this lefty has given Hyannis problems so far. After the leadoff walk to Matt Einesh, it was a double play from Jimenez. He struck out Charlie Bates. And then 3 weak contact pop-ups in the second. Bottom of the order looking to get something going here.
Henry Zener to lead it off here in the last of the third inning. Zener coming off a prolific July and looking to keep the good times going here in August. After the leadoff walk to Matt Einesh, Dion has retired 5 in a row and is ahead in the count, 0-1.
He was quick through those first 2 innings, only 25 pitches.
Zener only played Game 2 of the day-night doubleheader yesterday against the Bravos and Harwich Mariners. Broke up an 0-for-7 with a single against the Mariners last night. On a 0-2, he will take outside. Gets the start this afternoon, but Mitch Carricker has been platooning him pretty frequently. He really struggles against those same-sided matchups. Hit by pitch here. That breaks up the 5 in a row retired by Wyatt Dion. Hyannis has a leadoff base runner in the bottom of the third.
I think they said that hit the knob of his bat. Let's take another look at it. It was close. I think Zener thought he got hit.
I think the umpires are going to get together now.
That looks pretty clean, like it hit him in the arm, and Zener immediately was starting to go to first.
Kevin Saxton at third, J.C. Fernandez at first, and Mike Rabideau behind the plate. A meeting of the minds to the left of the mound.
It's going to be really hard to overturn a call by the plate umpire because he's right on top of that one. But we'll have to see. Stranger things have happened, and they're going to keep him at home plate.
Well, an extra chance to stay hacking or a chance to be sat down. Here we go. So in July, 16 games played for Zener. Dropped his strikeout rate in half, and the average jumped up about 150 points from June. And that did contain that 0-for-7. On a 1-2. Zener taps it on the ground. A.J. Putty has out number 1.
The third baseman from Rice.
And Dion is just carving through the top of this Hawks order. That's 6 straight retired after a leadoff walk, and he's still faced the minimum.
J.C. Davis standing in. He's hit safely in each of his last 2. Singled up the middle last night against Harwich, but still only 5 of his 8 hits this season have not left the infield. Lots of sac bunts that he beats out on multiple occasions. Had the highest batting average at Rice since 2021, this past spring.
He had a hit leave the infield yesterday against Harwich, a solid single up the middle.
In the air to left, shallow for Carter White. The left fielder is called off by his center fielder Fabio Peralta for out number 2.
Peralta ran all the way to left field. I'm really interested to see why White didn't catch this one. I mean, this is just straightaway left. Look at Peralta. He's running all the way over. Look how much ground he makes up to make the catch in front of his left fielder.
You know what that reminds me of? When Kevin Kiermaier, I forget what year it was, maybe 2018, stole a fly ball on a sac fly to left field from the left fielder. I don't remember who was playing left field for Tampa Bay, but he ran about 110 feet, called off the left fielder, made the catch, and then made an off-balance throw to the plate. He almost got the guy out, but it was like, what was that?
That's not that uncommon to see with outfielders that have a really strong arm. If they really feel like they can get the throw to the plate and they can come in on the run, they'll do that.
Upstairs to Brody Briggs, who snapped an 0 for 14 to start the summer with a double against the Harwich Mariners last night, playing in Game 7 of the Cape League Summer.
Yeah, this guy is elite behind the plate defensively.
Starting catcher at ASU. Towering fly ball to right field. Tommy Harrison under it for out number 3. We've played 3 from McKeon Park. 2-0 Commodores on Cape League TV.
This week we've been working a lot with doing play-by-plays, just doing behind-the-scenes stuff with sports broadcasting, which I never really realized how much went into it, but it's been really cool.
They've grown a lot. I've never really done like a program like this before, so like seeing all the behind the scenes have like really grown.
I've learned how to really just gain confidence in my play-by-play speaking, and I've learned more terms here when it comes to directing and producing, and I've just had a great time with John Rook.
Doing the play-by-play stuff and all that, being with a guy like John Rook, understanding what like the major kind of entails doing this camp, just really a preview for what you do here at Dean or any other college doing broadcasting, so I'm definitely more prepared to make this a job of mine.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Welcome back to McKeon Park. It's the 4th inning, sponsored by the team at the Goldberg Law Group PC, the Cape's premier personal injury law firm. Goldberg Law Group has served Cape Cod and the islands for more than 38 years, and we're proud to support the local events, organizations, and traditions that make this community so special. As the Cape's leading law firm, Goldberg Law Group believes in helping people, building relationships, and giving back whenever we can. That's why we're honored to sponsor the Hyannis Harbor Hawks and another great day of Cape League baseball. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more about how the team at Goldberg Law Group can help you. Go Harbor Hawks. Top of the 4th inning, and the day is done for the starter Ryan Bosch. He gives way to the Southern Miss Golden Eagle, the left-handed Bruce Littleton, who has been really amazing since he's gotten to the Harbor Hawks. A 2.31 ERA, 21 strikeouts to just 9 walks, 3-0 record. He's picked up a few wins out of relief.
Last time out, he picked up the win in 2 1/3 innings. Gave up 1 hit, no runs, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. Piggybacking off of Sam Mitchell. Tremendous performance for the Southern Miss pitcher, and coming in relief of a Southern Miss pitcher in Sam Mitchell.
After 3 innings, Hyannis trails Falmouth 2-0 thanks to an RBI double from A.J. Putty and a solo home run from Dallas Brooks. Final line for Ryan Bosch. He went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. It's 4-5 and 6-2 up for Falmouth. Tommy Harrison will lead things off. He popped up on the infield in his first at-bat, and he'll still have to work lefty on lefty against Bruce Littleton. First pitch, breaking ball, misses upstairs. Harrison will be entering his senior year at Miami, Ohio, and he had quite the junior campaign. He tore things up in the MAC for the Red Hawks. On 1-0, he skies one into shallow center. Kirk has to shield from the sun, but he makes the catch. And Harrison's a good guy to retire early. At Miami, Ohio, he hit .386 with 17 home runs. He is a big bat and a danger in this lineup.
Infielders and outfielders having to deal with a bit of a different sun than they've been used to this summer, with just the second true day game here in these doubleheaders.
Today's game only 7 innings. This game was supposed to be played about a week ago, but we've seen a bunch of rain since then. Hyannis and a bunch of other teams on Cape Cod are having to play 5 games in the final 3 days of the regular season. Hyannis played 2 yesterday. They'll play 2 today, and they have 1 more tomorrow on Sunday on the road against the Wareham Gatemen. 0-1 on Matthew Farner. Littleton finds the outer edge for strike 2. Farner walked in his first at-bat and later came around to score on the A.J. Putty double. Littleton looking for his first K in relief, ahead 0-2. Farner stays alive. This is the first time Bruce Littleton is pitching at McKeon Park. He was added to the Hyannis roster on the 9th of July, so he's been here for about a month. But his first 6 appearances came on the road. 0-2, fisted the other way. Matt Einish deep into right field makes the catch for the second out. Littleton's first 2 appearances on Cape Cod were on the road against these Falmouth Commodores. On the 9th, he threw 2 2/3 scoreless, and on the 14th, he threw 1 2/3 scoreless before suffering a knee injury. Had to be removed from the game, but it didn't end up being too serious. He was back in action 6 days later on the road against Chatham. This guy is tough out there. Carter White ahead 1-0 now. We mentioned Littleton has a football background. He was a tight end in high school, so it takes a lot to put him out of commission. Up and in to White.
6'2", 225-pounder. That injury at Falmouth definitely looked way more serious than it turned out to be. I mean, he was just gripping his knee. When he got up, he did walk off mostly on his own power.
Everyone was really concerned because he had pitched so well up to that point. Another fly ball, shallow right. Einish back on it again, and he'll make the catch. He really got out there into the outfield. 3 pop-ups in the inning for Bruce Littleton. A 1-2-3 frame, still 2-0 Falmouth as we head to the bottom half of the 4th.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
When it comes to Chevy, there's only one name you need to know.
Hi, I'm Todd Copeland, and this is Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. We stock more Chevys than anyone on Cape Cod.
And if you need the best price,
just check this out.
Copeland Chevrolet has over 200 new Chevys in stock, and they're all on sale today with huge discounts or new lower lease payments. Don't wait.
for the Chevy you want and the savings you need,
you can count on Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. CopelandChevroletHyannis.com.
Bottom of the 4th inning here from McKeon Park, still 2-0 Commodores. The 4th inning is still brought to you by the firm of the Goldberg Law Group. Did you know Goldberg Law Group is the Cape's premier personal injury law firm? They've been serving Cape Cod and the islands for more than 38 years, and they're proud to support the local events, organizations, and traditions that made this community so special. As the Cape's leading law firm, Goldberg Law Group believes in helping people, building relationships, and giving back whenever they can. That's why they're proud to sponsor Hyannis Harbor Hawks and another great day of Cape League baseball. Top of the order, due up for the Harbor Hawks against Falmouth starter Wyatt Dion. After leading off the game with a walk to Matt Hyannis, he has retired 8 in a row and has faced the minimum after a double play.
Just on cruise control against the Harbor Hawks offense that was as hot as could be entering this game.
Well, speaking of Matt Hyannis, he's back into the box for his second attempt against Dion. The UCF Knight out of the stretch. First pitch grounder to second base, Austin Maley. Easy throw onto first. That's now 9 in a row retired for Wyatt Dion.
In a 7-inning game, the offense knows that the 4th inning isn't as much time left in this one as you might think for a regular 9-inning game. Time running down quickly and quicker than you expect.
Here's Jax Jimenez up to the plate, and you really can't say enough about what he's done with the bat since joining the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Added to the roster in late June, and he has tore things up. He has started in every single game since arriving to Cape Cod. Today is his 25th straight start. That's by far the longest streak from a Hawk this summer. And he's also rocking a 12-game hit streak dating back to mid-July. Again, by far the longest streak this season from a Hawk, and he is way ahead 2-0. Switch hitter has gotten it done from the left side and the right side. Yesterday in the second game against Harwich, he smashed a triple into the gap, brought home a run, and he later scored to get Hyannis out early in that one. On 2-0, he takes a strike on the outer edge. He's gotten it done with runners in scoring position as well. 8 for 29 with 11 runs batted in. You've been able to just pencil him in the second spot pretty much every game since he's gotten here. On 2-1, he fouls one away to even the count. He has 22 hits on the summer. Charlie Bates has the most of any Harbor Hawk with 25, and he's been here since opening day. Had about 3 weeks more tenure on the team than Jimenez. Pretty impressive stuff. Still looking for his first hit today. On 2-2, he'll stay alive.
Putting up a good fight, per usual, right at the top of the order.
And 7-inning games are big pressure to keep streaks alive because you just don't have as many chances with 2 less innings to work with. Jimenez grounded into a double play in the first inning. 2-2. Here's the lefty, Wyatt Dion. Sharp grounder to short in the hole, Matthew Farner. Long throw. Not in time. Jimenez beats it out, and the hit streak up to 13 games. A baker's dozen.
J.C. Fernandez had a close eye on the bag, as that was a tough play up the middle for Farner, and Jimenez knew out of the box he needed his best. A little bit of a loopy throw that Putty had to reach up high for, and the Harbor Hawks have a base hit.
We know he's a threat to run as well once he gets on. 14 stolen bases in 24 games for Jax Jimenez, and he already has the sliding mitt equipped over there. Here's Charlie Bates, a strikeout victim his first time up. Dion can't find the first pitch to Bates. Charlie Bates thought he had ball 4 in his last at-bat. On a 3-1 count, he was getting ready to flip the bat to the dugout. Plate umpire Mac Rabideau brought him back in, and he later struck out. Check over to first, where Jimenez is back with a dive. Charlie Bates is a returner to Hyannis. He played 32 games for the Hawks last summer, but he only hit 196 this year. A big improvement for him. Jimenez caught in a rundown right now. Can he beat the throw to second? He cannot. Caught stealing for just the 3rd time this summer.
He was a mile off that bag at first base, and now 2nd straight game he's been picked off.
So now, with the base runner being erased, Wyatt Dion has still faced the minimum through now 3 2/3. Bates, foul ball, third base side. Both base runners have been quickly erased today. Matt Hyannis with the leadoff walk. Killed after the double play by Jimenez, and then Jimenez himself getting caught stealing. It's been a great start for Dion in just his second appearance on Cape Cod, a new addition to the Falmouth Commodores. His first start, he went 5 innings against Chatham, gave up 3 runs, walked 2 and struck out 4. So not bad. But he's looking to be a regular part of this Falmouth rotation come playoff time. 2-1 on the lefty Bates. Lined over to second and stabbed by Austin Maley. Another 1-2-3 inning for Wyatt Dion. 12 batters seen, and that's all he'll see through 4 innings. 2-0 Falmouth as we head to the 5th.
Reader's Hardwood Supply is a candy store for wood, whether you're a professional or an amateur. Reader's Hardwood Supply carries over 70 species of both domestic and imported lumber from around the world, displayed in over 300 self-serve bins for your selection. So for your next project, make it your masterpiece with stock from Reader's Hardwood Supply. The woods of the world are here at Reader's Hardwood Supply.
When it comes to Chevy, there's only one name you need to know.
Hi, I'm Todd Copeland, and this is Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. We stock more Chevys than anyone on Cape Cod.
And if you need the best price,
just check this out.
Copeland Chevrolet has over 200 new Chevys in stock, and they're all on sale today with huge discounts or new lower lease payments. Don't wait.
for the Chevy you want and the savings you need,
you can count on Copeland Chevrolet Hyannis. CopelandChevroletHyannis.com.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Fifth inning getting set to commence here in Hyannis. Let's compare stats between the Falmouth Commodores and Hyannis Harbor Hawks. The Hyannis pitching has been really tremendous as of late. That ERA was well above 5, but now they've gotten it to 4.5. The bats haven't been great this summer, but the pitching has really picked up the slack. Falmouth a little bit of the opposite. They've had some strong hitting, but the pitching has held them back from a winning record.
The Harbor Hawks really, in the last 7 days, the best ERA in the Cape League. Entering tonight was a 2.09 ERA, which is a top mark in the Cape League for a team that before that was the bottom mark in the Cape League.
The Hawks have won 5 in a row, their longest win streak this season, but Falmouth looking to end that today. First pitch from Bruce Littleton to A.J. Putty misses down. These two teams were battling for second place throughout all of July, but this 5-game win streak from Hyannis has pushed them into first place. Falmouth still in third. The 5-game winning streak for the Hawks coincided with a 4-game losing streak for the Bourne Braves. And now Falmouth finds themselves fighting with Bourne between second and third place. 2-0 from Littleton. Misses away. He's down 3-0 to A.J. Putty. Currently, Bourne is losing against the Harwich Mariners. 5-0 in the bottom of the 5th. So Falmouth holds on for this win and Bourne loses. You're going to have 3 teams within 2 points of each other atop the West. Fastball up and away to A.J. Putty. He leads off the 5th with a walk.
The second baseman.
4-pitch walk to a guy who hurt you the last time up with an RBI double in the second.
Number 24.
Here's Austin Maley, popped up on the infield in his first at-bat. Littleton looking to work out of danger. He went 1-2-3 in his first inning of relief in the 4th. And he gets a strike over against Maley. Maley has been an everyday starter for Falmouth. He's been with the Commodores since the end of June. On the season, he's played 30 games. And he skies one a mile high out to left. Henry Zener with the sunglasses on makes the catch.
The catcher from UCF, number 20.
That'll bring the UCF catcher, Dallas Brooks, into the box. He hit a towering solo home run in the third inning to make this Falmouth lead 2-0. Dallas Brooks out of UCF is teammates with the Falmouth starter today, Wyatt Dion. And those two have combined to face the minimum against Hyannis through 4 innings. Check swing, appeal down by Brody Briggs. No swing, says Kevin Saxton. It's not too uncommon to see a pitcher-catcher duo come over from the same college to a summer league team. And coaches like to keep those two together. You got to imagine Dion is very comfortable pitching to the same backstop he sees all spring. It's a very underrated relationship between pitcher and catcher. When they're on the same wavelength, it's hard to get out ahead. On 2-0, Brooks tardy on the heater. Littleton pumps it by him for strike one.
Good bounce back pitch, falling behind another batter here after the leadoff 4-pitch walk.
2-1. Another strike on the heater. We mentioned earlier that when Littleton walks batters, he normally gets behind 2-0 and then it's just a 4-pitch walk. But then it doesn't really hinder him for the rest of the inning. He normally just re-ups and attacks the next batter, and that's what he's doing to Brooks. Down and away with the slider, and the count runs full to the Falmouth catcher and 9-hitter. Top of the order, Fabio Peralta waits on deck. 2-0 Falmouth here in the 5th inning of a 7-inning doubleheader today. Called strike 3. Brooks watches the heater go. Littleton has the first strikeout of his appearance.
And as a pitcher, you need to have a mind of a goldfish. Just forget about those 4-pitch walks, and that's why Littleton's able to bounce back in at-bats and come through with strikeouts like that.
2 straight retired after the walk, and here's Peralta. 0 for 2 today with a flyout and a strikeout. A.J. Putty, the Falmouth first baseman, leads off. First pitch down and in. Peralta really struggled to start his summer on the Cape, but he has really picked it up recently. He's gotten the average above 260. And he's knocked 6 doubles as well. He's gotten promoted to the leadoff spot for Falmouth, where he has found himself playing most of July. And on the 1st of August, he's right back at the top. He has hits in 7 of his last 9. And ahead 3-0 against Bruce Littleton. It's looking to be another one of those quick 4-pitch walks for Littleton. The 2-hitter, Nick Croce, waits after Peralta. That one up and in, called a strike by Mike Rabideau.
Not your normal get-me-over strike right down the middle. Just barely catching the zone.
Top of the 5th, 2-0 Falmouth. Here's the pitch to Peralta. Misses just low when he draws another walk. Runners on first and second now with Nick Croce coming up. Croce is a new addition to Falmouth, as you see that pitch miss just low. Brody Briggs, the catcher, will talk things over with Littleton here in a big spot. Croce spent his sophomore season with Chipotle College That's a Division II school, one of the better Division II baseball schools. They normally find themselves competing for a D2 national title every season. And Croce was very, very productive. 277 average, clubbed 6 home runs, walked more than he struck out. He'll be transferring to New Orleans at the Division I level next spring. His first game on the Cape was yesterday, and against Wareham, he went 3 for 4, 3 singles. First pitch fastball, inner edge, called a strike. Today, Croce hasn't had as much luck. A ground out and a strikeout. Couple of runners on for him with 2 out. Backdoor breaking ball finds the zone, and once again after the walk, Littleton working ahead.
No worries from the Harbor Hawks dugout, knowing how he performs.
0-2. Up and away with the heater. Croce had the big hit in that game against Wareham in the 6th. An RBI single gave Falmouth the lead 4-3. But he's down on strikes here. Littleton blows the heater by him for the second K of the inning. Heading to the bottom of the 5th. Still 2-0 Falmouth. But before we go there, we'll send things to the sidelines where our very own Sam Gorini has a report.
Thanks, guys. Earlier today, I had the chance to catch up with Harbor Hawks' newest pitcher, Tom Mahoney. He arrived on Cape at 2 o'clock this morning after finishing up his summer in the NECBL that concluded yesterday. I asked him how he was mentally feeling about coming onto the Harbor Hawks team this late in the season. He said, to be honest, he is mentally drained from a long summer of baseball, but he's as equally excited to get to play in a league like this. Thanks so much, and back to you guys.
Thanks, Sam. The lights at McKeon Park stay bright all season thanks to the Nat Cape Cod. The NAC offers 2 locations in Hyannis and Orleans, both offering delicious burgers, tacos, sandwiches, and more. Visit thenatcapecod.com to order online today. The Nat Cape Cod is proud to be the Light Up the Park sponsor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks all season long. Bottom of the 5th inning from Hyannis. The Hawks currently rocking a 5-game win streak, but Falmouth in danger of ending that today. They're up 2-0. And with today being a doubleheader, game 1 is only 7 innings. So the Hawks only have 9 outs to work with to try to make this comeback.
And it's just been quiet from Hyannis on the offensive side. Both teams really. Only 2 hits for Falmouth, but they've made both count. Harbor Hawks with just 1 hit tonight.
Clay Thompson will lead things off in the 5th. It's 4, 5, and 6 due up to face the Falmouth starter Wyatt Dion, who has faced the minimum through 4 innings. He's given up just 1 walk and 1 hit, but those base runners were quickly erased. First pitch to Thompson upstairs. Clay Thompson had a unique route in getting to the Division I level. A native of Tampa, Florida, he started things at the JUCO ranks with Pasto Hernando Community College. But he really impressed there. In 2025, he hit .351 and had an OPS over 1,100. He scored 82 runs that season. And then he got the call from James Madison at the Division I level, where he played in 2026. Pop up on 2-0. Dallas Brooks trying to find it in the sun. He cannot. The ball lands fair, but now bounces foul. Thompson will get a second chance here.
That was quite the chance there. Thompson might have wished he ran that out for a second once that finally hit the ground.
So the JMU Duke will stay alive. At James Madison, the production didn't drop one bit. He hit .335, OPS over 900, walked 13 times, struck out 28 times. Great patience at the plate. 2-1 from Dion. Outer edge called strike 2. We know he's a threat to steal when he gets on. 26 stolen bags at James Madison. He's already stolen 5 in 8 games on Cape Cod with the Hawks. 2-2. Dion out of the stretch. Just inside.
Dion was ready for a called strike 3 there. Just over 50 pitches, and the bullpen for the Commodores just getting going.
Dion working very efficiently today, lightning quick through 4 innings. Here's the payoff to Thompson. Lined up the middle, coming in, Fabio Peralta. And he makes the catch. Dion still facing the minimum here. This has been an impressive start. The only 2 base runners he allowed were Matt Hyannis in the first and Jax Jimenez in the third. Hyannis was quickly erased after a double play, and Jimenez got picked off.
A hard hit ball from Clay Thompson coming up empty. Just one of those games.
Nobody on, 1 out for Andrew Lamb. He flew out to deep left field in his first at-bat. Was a couple feet away from a home run. This time he goes opposite field again, to left again. This one off the top of the wall. Lamb into second with a 1-out double. The wind blowing out to left. This one just kept carrying and carrying.
The shortstop from UCLA number
Left fielder Carter White kind of slowed up on his way to the ball, able to play it off the wall nicely. That nearly left the yard to the opposite field. Here's a big chance now for the Harbor Hawks.
Taylor Kirk up with a runner on second and 1 out. With that double, Andrew Lamb extends his on-base streak to 16 games. Every game since joining the Hawks, he's been on at least first base. Kirk out to left. White makes the catch, sprinting in. Lamb has to retreat to second base.
And Taylor Kirk's had plenty of hits this season where it's just dropped in front of outfielders, even to the pole side and left. Here he just got a little too much of it, hanging up for plenty of time for Carter White to make the catch.
That'll bring Henry Zener to the plate, as the Hawks are still in pursuit of their first run today. Zener had 2 different months to start his summer. In June, he really struggled. 6 for 46 in June. With 16 strikeouts, he hit just 130. In July, however, he hit 300 with just 8 strikeouts. Really turned up the production. And come playoff time, he looks to keep it up in the month of August. August 1st today. 1-0 outside. Zener ahead 2-0. Last time out against Harwich, back half of yesterday's doubleheader, he went 1 for 3 with an RBI single. That rounded out his month of July. 2-0. Fouled away.
Unless Lamb manages to get picked off, something he hasn't done this summer, the Harbor Hawks won't bat the minimum this inning.
Andrew Lamb is not a speed threat. The big first baseman didn't steal any bags at USC, and he has a small lead at second. Pitch just misses outside to Zener. With the base open, Wyatt Dion not coming right at the USC Upstate Spartan. J.C. Davis waits on deck for the Harbor Hawks. Dion nods. He has the sign from his catcher, Dallas Brooks. Now a check on Lamb. And Matthew Farner, the shortstop, wasn't even close to the bag. It looks like they're going to call that a pitch clock violation. And Zener, on the pitch clock violation, will take first base with the walk.
Now the go-ahead run up at the plate. Most traffic Hyannis has had so far this afternoon.
The pitch clock was running down on Wyatt Dion. He tried to end it by picking off over to short, but the umpire, Kevin Saxton, not going to let that one fly. And now Falmouth will talk things over with Dion. And it looks like that's going to be it for Dion. There's a new pitcher for Falmouth jogging out of the bullpen. We'll tell you about him when we come back on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
This will be your college. This will be your home. This is where you will join a community that supports you, cares about you, pushes you, cheers you on, challenges you, inspires you, helps you reach your dreams. Open your eyes to opportunity and your mind to possibility. Your future begins here.
Make a difference.
Leave your mark.
Break the mold.
Be a leader.
Achieve unimagined heights.
Believe in yourself. Make lifelong friends.
This is your time.
Your place.
Your home. Your Dean.
It all starts here at Dean College.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Now coming in the pitch for the Commodores.
New pitcher on the mound for Falmouth. It's the lefty, Cason Murphy, who has been solid on Cape Cod. ERA in the 3s. A solid strikeout to walk ratio, 32-12. He's been the main go-to lefty for Falmouth. Hyannis has seen him twice. On the 14th of July, he threw 4 shutout innings to end that one for Falmouth. On the 24th of July, he pitched here at McKeon Park. That time, Hyannis had some more success against him. 3 1/3 innings, where Hyannis put up 3 runs against Murphy. But he's in a pressure spot right now. Runners on first and second, 2 out in the 5th, with Falmouth protecting a 2-0 lead. Let's look at some scores around the Cape Cod Baseball League. 5-0 Harwich over the Bourne Braves. That's big for these Harbor Hawks, who just took the division lead over Bourne yesterday. So even if Hyannis drops this game, should Bourne lose, they'd stay up top. And then a slew of games coming afterwards. Orleans and Brewster. Bourne is back in action at home against the YD Red Sox, and Falmouth will also be back in action later today against the Wareham Gatemen.
A lot of west-on-west action in that Wareham and Falmouth game, where both teams with plenty to play for.
Big spot for J.C. Davis. First pitch outside from Cason Murphy. The Hawks are holding on to first place by just 1 point, and Falmouth just 3 points behind Bourne for second place. It's all coming down to the wire in these final 3 games of the regular season. 1-0 Davis into the opposite field. Going back, Tommy Harrison, and he has a beat on it for out number 3. Cason Murphy gets the final out of the 5th. No runs to the line of Wyatt Dion. He is saved after the walk. We head to the 6th, still 2-0 Falmouth.
From Boston to the Cape, leave the stress behind and travel in luxury, comfort, and style. Sit back, relax, and take in the views Cape Cod has to offer. Every detail handled from pickup to destination. Tired of the drive to the city? Leave the driving to us. Scan now and start planning your next getaway. Bella Luxury Transportation. Leave the driving to us.
When it comes to delicious food, the best place to start is with great appliances. And Cam Appliances is your one-stop shop for any budget with brands like Thermador, Viking, Bosch, GE, and so much more. Cam Appliances, sales, delivery, installation, and service in the heart of your home, with locations in Hyannis, Nantucket, and Hanover.
Welcome back to the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network on Cape League TV. Netting Pros Stadionic is the official netting and facility solutions partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. When it comes to netting and building iconic sports facilities, it's Netting Pros Stadionic. making sports facilities iconic. Here for the 6th inning of a 7-inning game 1 of the doubleheader. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Harbor Hawks. Katuitt later tonight at 6:05 p.m., followed by game 40 at Wareham, 7 p.m. game on Sunday. And the division series starts on Tuesday, running through Thursday, game 3, if necessary, for the Harbor Hawks. Could go 2-0 or the opposite direction and not have a need for game 3. Here it's a 2-0 lead for Falmouth over the Harbor Hawks. Bruce Littleton back out on the mound. Best chance of the game for Hyannis in the bottom of the 5th. Coming up empty. Case and Murphy recording the final out. Charlie Adams alongside Max Schwartzberg as 3-4-5 due up for the Commodores.
Third base, Jeffries, number 6.
Braden Jeffries up to the plate, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Littleton, the lefty, delivers. First pitch, breaking ball upstairs. One-oh count. Turned on. Jeffries over the head of Einish at second base into right field. A leadoff single for Braden Jeffries and the Commodores. Some early action here in the top of the 6th.
Well, no lead is ever safe, especially a 2-run lead. Falmouth looking to add on. It's essentially the 8th inning right now.
Tommy Harrison up to the plate. Also comes up 0 for 2. Just the second hit for the Commodores on that Jeffries single. Or third hit, excuse me. The Harbor Hawks up to 2 hits. Infield slightly shaded for the lefty at the plate. A pickoff move. Jeffries back safely. One-0 to the plate. Inside. Brushes Harrison back.
Next time we'll see Littleton will be in the postseason. Depends on how early Mitch Carricker wants him to go. I could definitely see him going long relief game 2.
Breaking ball in for a strike. Back in the count now, 2-1. Harbor Hawks bullpen in action here as Littleton looks to first base once again. Two-one count here. Nobody out in the top of the 6th inning. Runner on first base. Littleton gets strike 2. Two-two count. Looking for the first out. Littleton's pitch turned around to the right center field gap. Ranging over and making the catch on the run. Charlie Bates has the first out as Jeffries retreats back to first base.
Nice play by Bates. He was shaded towards the left center, so he had a little bit of a room to go. Makes the pitch, quarter turn for the out.
One away for Matthew Farner. 0 for 1 with a walk. He came around to score on A.J. Putty's double. Pitch misses, 1-0. Pickoff move over to first base. Upstairs. Tom Mahoney warming up for Hyannis in the bullpen. Northeastern product who's just arrived on the Cape. Upstairs, count goes 3-0.
Pitch count rising for Bruce Littleton. It's now 40 pitches through 2 1/3. I'm sure that Mitch Carricker would like him to get through the 6th, but if he gets in more trouble, he might be pulled.
3-0 is called strike, and Varner forced to stay in the batter's box. With how the offense has been here in game one, a larger lead than 2 runs, starting to feel a bit insurmountable. As all the way back in the count now, full 3-2, swinging strike. Only 2 games live here, as the Cape League makes up plenty of rainouts over this past week. And Harwich still leading 5-0, and now in the 7th over to Bourne Braves. Pitch foul to the backstop on the full count, with Jeffries on the move from first base.
It's pretty remarkable that last summer in 2025, not a single rainout across the league.
Think you took it for granted?
Very much so.
2024 wasn't the same story. I don't think it was as bad as this summer's been. As far as rainouts go, on a line, a few steps over, Zener has the second out. Varner retired.
The left fielder, Brown,
Carter White now up with 2 down and runner on first base.
left field White, number 27.
First, a mound visit from pitching coach Austin Wallace. Littleton going lefty on lefty in this matchup.
It's a good thing that the league is off on the 3rd. There is rain all day long. Not heavy rain, but it's still constant precipitation. Then on Tuesday, looking at Hyannis, nothing. Wednesday should be good. Thursday the 6th, not much. So hopefully the rain holds for the postseason. It'd be pretty inconvenient if there's rainouts during the playoffs and there has to be double headers. I'd imagine that'd be a little bit tricky.
Not much makeup room in the postseason at all, especially if a game goes, or a series goes 3 games.
Guys need to get back to school.
2 outs in the inning. Littleton, after the mound visit, gets the swinging strike from Carter White.
Some schools, like Arizona State, for example, the regular school year starts right around August 20th.
When's Northeastern start up?
Right after September 1st move-in days, so either the 2nd or the 3rd.
0-1 downstairs, 1-1.
What about Rhode Island, Charlie?
We're starting September 9th this year.
So you got a little bit of time.
Moved it back. Last year it was closer to that early September. Now for the future academic calendars, it's past Labor Day, which is nice. The 1-1 bounced in. 2-1.
It's a great stop from Briggs. That's a fastball spiked about 57.5 feet in. I can tell you that what, I mean, he does have a chest protector on, but that does not feel good.
Littleton is pushing here. Approaching 50 pitches. His best stuff's behind him in this outing.
He didn't pitch much as a freshman, only 5 innings. So, I mean, he's really being built up this summer.
Looking to get out of the 6th inning with a 2-0 deficit. Swing and a miss. Puts him 1 pitch closer.
No Rams on the Cape this summer, right?
Joe Sabbath was here for 1 outing with these Commodores before transferring. Now, foul tip as the runner was on the move. Second time Jeffries will have to retreat to the first base bag.
Seen a lot of Northeastern guys this summer. Usually Northeastern guys playing the NECBL. But we've seen day 1 Northeastern guys. Will Fosberg, Ryan Garrity for Harwich, who's now a member of the San Diego Padres. Congrats to Ryan. Andrew Basil, also on the Mariners. No longer with the Mariners, though.
2-2 count. Pitch popped up. Heading into foul territory. Plenty of room for J.C. Davis to make the catch for the 3rd out. So after the leadoff single, Jeffries stranded on first base. Still a 2-0 lead for the Commodores heading to the bottom of the 6th.
This week we've been working a lot with doing play-by-plays, just doing behind-the-scenes stuff with sports broadcasting, which I never really realized how much went into it, but it's been really cool.
They've grown a lot. I've never really done like a program like this before, so like seeing all the behind-the-scenes has like really grown.
I've learned how to really just gain confidence in my play-by-play speaking, and I've learned more terms here when it comes to directing and producing, and I've just had a great time with John Rook.
Doing the play-by-play stuff and all that, being with a guy like John Rook, understanding what like the major kind of entails of doing this camp, just really a preview for what you do here at Dean or any other college doing broadcasting, so I'm definitely more prepared to make this a job of mine.
If you're a Massachusetts resident and don't have a bachelor's, you could be attending 4Cs for free, all while preparing for careers that actually move you forward. Aviation maintenance, nursing, dental, funeral service, we've got it all. capecod.edu/free.
Welcome back to Cape League TV. Bottom of the 6th inning here from McKeon Park. Brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Proud to recognize our hometown heroes throughout the Cape. If you are active duty military, a veteran, police, fire, or EMT personnel, you are eligible for a discount. Also brought to you by Milton Cat, proud to power the Cape all summer long. Time running out for the Harbor Hawks offense, trailing by 2 runs and 6 outs to work with here in this 7-inning game. Harbor Hawks left 2 runners on base in the bottom of the 5th. The first runners left on base all game. Kaysen Murphy got the final out against J.C. Davis, which means we can close the line on Dion. After 4 2/3 innings, he gave up 2 hits, no runs, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. First pitch upstairs. 1-0 count to Brody Briggs. Tommy Harrison taken out of the game. As a defensive substitution, Gavin Greger will take his spot in right field. Harrison flew out to center field as the first out in the top half of the inning. Quickly, a 3-0 count.
Bet you a nickel. He takes here. Ready to pay up.
Brody Briggs on the 3-0. Takes ball 4 outside. Doesn't get easier than that for Briggs, and now a leadoff man on base for the Harbor Hawks.
Just like that, you put the tying run at the plate in Matt Hyannis. Briggs doesn't have blazing speed, but Hyannis throughout this winning streak has been very much so death by 1,000 cuts. Lots of singles, just moving the line along.
Hyannis, as the lineup flips over, takes strike 1. Dion picked up his 1 strikeout in the bottom of the first. And the Harbor Hawks have really cut down strikeouts at the plate. Counts evened up 1-1.
Yesterday, was it the 7th or 8th inning when they struck out for the first time? It was late, that's all I remember. I believe it was Charlie Bates.
We had to wait until Brody Briggs struck out in the bottom of the 7th. Then Matt Einish and Charlie Bates joined Briggs in the strikeout column in the bottom of the 8th. We won't see an 8th inning here in this one unless we need it for extra innings, which the Harbor Hawks haven't seen all summer long. The only team in the Cape League to not play extras so far this season. We haven't talked much about what a tie would do for the Harbor Hawks. Has a strike on the 3-1. Einish flipped his bat. He honestly waited a little bit before flipping the bat. The call came a tad after from Mike Rabideau. Fills up the count. Big pitch for the Harbor Hawks offense. Flared foul up and out of play.
I'm looking at the clinching scenarios sent to us by Daniel Bottolino. I don't think he accounted for a tie. I don't see anything about a tie in here.
Well, we can do the math ourselves.
Well, ties just don't give you any points, so.
They give you 1 point.
Oh.
Has a slow roller up the middle. This could be 2. 2nd to 1 onto first, not in time. Harbor Hawks now with a little more speed on first base after the fielder's choice.
The designated hitter from.
Of course, you would love a hit there, but it is better that Hyannis has Matt Einish on first base because he exchanges some speed over there at first. Brody Briggs forced out.
So if the Harbor Hawks picked up a tie here today instead of a win, they would still need Bourne to lose both games today to secure the division here tonight. Not have to worry about game 40. Pickoff move to Einish at first base, back standing. The Harbor Hawks have done well against the West this summer. 11-6 entering tonight's action. And it's helped out when it comes to tiebreakers. Another pickoff move over to first. The Harbor Hawks have the tiebreaker over Falmouth, Bourne, and Wareham.
I believe they're playing for the tiebreaker against Falmouth right here.
Pitch fouled away, now 1-1.
Because the season series against the Commodores is 2-2. This is game 5.
So I guess in a situation where this game ends in a tie, they'd still have the tiebreaker, I believe, on run differential is what it goes to next. Unless it's records against common opponents. 1-2 fouled off. Because when Falmouth and Hyannis was tied in the standings recently, the Harbor Hawks were placed ahead. Another pickoff move to first base. Einish hasn't even gotten dirty yet. One away here in the bottom of the 6th. And now Einish picked off. The sprint to second base, and he's out. Another runner caught on the base paths. And as much as the offense has struggled, the Harbor Hawks haven't helped themselves one bit.
That's really frustrating for the Hyannis, just running itself into outs. And now you cannot tie up this game with one swing. Tying runs now on Deck and Bates.
Murphy's pitch, fouled away. In a busy fight here on 1-2. Bourne starting to inch back on the Harwich Mariners late, but that game has officially wrapped up after 2 runs from the Braves. Luke Costello recorded the final out.
Bravos are really struggling.
Doesn't get easier facing Yarmouth Dennis. It's not like, despite the record, Yarmouth Dennis will be taking a game off anywhere. They have plenty to play for as well, a similar battle. Bourne and YD, 2 teams trying to lock up divisions. Yarmouth Dennis a 2-point lead over Brewster. Pitch popped up, foul. This has been a great battle at the plate for Jax Jimenez. Count is full. No action in the bullpen for Falmouth. The DH already extended his hit streak with an infield single. First hit of the game for the Harbor Hawks. Back in the 4th. 3-2 grounded between short and third, and another tough play. Jimenez will leg it out easily. Farner's off-balance throw had nothing behind it.
That's the first multi-hit game for Jax Jimenez.
Number 11, Charlie Bates, center field.
Since July 11th at Wareham. So he's on a 13-game hit streak, but it was all one-hit games. Now he's got 2 today.
Neither leaving the infield, both heading to Farner at shortstop. And the inning extends to Charlie Bates with 2 outs. Pickoff move to first base. Jimenez was caught stealing on a pickoff attempt after reaching in the 4th. And another pickoff move here. Can't quite blame Kason Murphy for how many times he goes over to the bag. Already 2 pickoffs for the pitching staff for Falmouth. Misses wide on the first pitch, 1-0. Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader action starts at 6:05 against the Katuitt Kettleers. Win and you take the West for the Harbor Hawks. Now that Bourne has officially lost to the Harwich Mariners. 2-0 pitch. Grounded foul. 2-0 lead for Falmouth here in the bottom of the 6th. Hawks looking for a 2-out rally. They could still come back and win this one. And then you win the West as well.
Be pretty special.
Lobbed into left field, dropped over the head of Farner for a base hit. Runners on first and second with 2 away. And Clay Thompson up to the plate, the cleanup bat. A chance to be the go-ahead run.
Obviously, it's great for Hyannis to put together a 2-out rally, but it only further amplifies how frustrating that pickoff is because Jimenez would have had the infield single regardless if Hyannis was on. Infielders would have been in double play depth, so that ball would have actually just gone through the hole, and that would have scored a run.
Of course, the one-win scenario is based on if Yarmouth Dennis can beat Bourne. That game starts at 6 p.m. in Bourne. The Braves have lost 5 straight. Although Yarmouth Dennis 5-5 in their last 10. Oh, 1 upstairs. 1-1 count. Murphy in a bit of trouble here with 2 outs. Thompson 0 for 2. Murphy's pitch. Foul to the backstop. And Clay Thompson.
Is that a pitch
like
count?
he lost something. Could be his pitch comp. What is it? One infielder, one outfielder gets to have one, along with the catcher and pitcher?
I didn't know there was a cap to it. I would assume if an outfielder would get it, it'd be the center fielder, but Thompson's playing right.
One-two count. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th with 2 runners on. Murphy's pitch fisted towards second base. That will get through. Riley gives the wave, and it's misplayed in right field. We could have our tying run coming across. Charlie Bates dives in head first. There's no throw. The play went to second base, and this is a tied-up game. Just like that, Max.
Changes in a blink of an eye. Gets inside outed to right. Let's see what happens here for Gregor, who's, by the way, just into this game. Classic case. He took his eyes off the ball. He would wanted to come up throwing to third and jump the gun.
Well, the energy has shifted here at McKeon Park. We're tied up 2-2. Brand new ball game with the go-ahead run on second base. First error of the game, as that's a single and 1 RBI for Clay Thompson. First pitch right up the middle. Lamb comes through and Thompson comes home. The go-ahead run, trying to keep the helmet on as he'll come in standing. The Harbor Hawks lead 3-2. Took a while, but here they come.
There's those Hawks. You figure it was only a matter of time. That's got to feel good.
Mitch Carricker comes out of the dugout as Andrew Lamb will get into this meeting here. Taylor Kirk and Henry Zener all talking it over with the manager Mitch Carricker, exchanging high fives after the go-ahead RBI single. I mean, this game really felt like it was slipping away fast, especially after Matt Einish was picked off earlier in the inning for the second out. The Harbor Hawks had been throwing away their chances all game, but a 2-out rally has them ahead 3-2. Kason Murphy still on the mound for Falmouth. A win in game 1 of tonight's doubleheader action simplifies things plenty. First pitch upstairs to Taylor Kirk. This has turned into a big inning out of nowhere. 4 straight singles. Strike called. 1-1 count.
But I believe Bourne still, if Hyannis only wins one game, has to lose out today.
Yep. Bourne, if Hyannis wins this game, Bourne can lose or Hyannis can win, and that will seal it.
This late season surge has been something else to watch for the Harbor Hawks. It seemed like towards the middle half of July, every time Hyannis would get hot, they'd match it with a couple game losing skid. But that ship has oh my goodness, ship has sailed. Could I speak? No, I guess not.
3-1 count to Taylor Kirk. Murphy's pitch way upstairs. Starting to lose it a little here. They're giving up the lead. Second walk of the inning, and Henry Zener up to the plate.
Henry Zener, left field Zener, number 41.
Zener walked as the final batter against Dion. His last time up last inning. Mound visit here from the Falmouth pitching coach, the bullpen in action.
Final from Bourne. The Mariners have beaten the Braves 5-0
one-run game in favor of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Bullpen getting up and going with J.R. Struck. Two-0 count. Murphy gets it fouled away at the plate. With the game situation shifting, the man warming up in the bullpen now is Braden Sharp for the Harbor Hawks. A one-run lead for Hyannis. And it would be Sharp, you can assume, looking for the save. Gets the called strike. Count 2-2.
Insurance wouldn't hurt here. Get a bigger cushion.
Sent out to second base. Maley up to first base in time. 4-3 put out. Puts an end to the bottom of the sixth, but the Harbor Hawks flip the game on its head. A 3-run frame, and they lead heading to the top of the seventh here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network on Cape League TV.
Heading to Nantucket this summer? Skip the traffic and take the disguise with Cape Air. With convenient flights from Norwood to Nantucket, you can start your vacation sooner without the hassle of traffic. That way you spend more time relaxing and less time getting there. Experience the Cape Air difference and book your next flight today at capeair.com. Let Cape Air be your wings in the Northeast.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
It has shifted here at McKeon Park for game one of our doubleheader. Top of the seventh inning, and Hyannis leads 3-2 after a 3-run bottom of the sixth inning. And with the new lead in hand, Braden Sharp gets the ball on the mound for the Harbor Hawks. The lefty from Rice making his 10th appearance of the Cape League summer, and he has been absolutely excellent. His last time out, 4 innings, 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Going 4 innings, he's only being asked for 3 outs here. 3 very important outs down the stretch.
You definitely want to be in control of your own destiny, and if Hyannis can get the win, that is putting them in the right direction for that. Tom Mahoney was warming up because the Harbor Hawks were trailing, and with the lead, Braden Sharp going to try to get this one and close it down.
20 innings pitched this summer. 2.70 ERA and a 157 average against Braden Sharp. Hitters have had some trouble with him. Strikeout numbers are ticking up. He was the opening day starter with Rice as a redshirt sophomore in the spring, but found his niche in the bullpen, going 4-2 with 1 save and a 4.15 ERA in 19 appearances. Found his niche in the bullpen after throwing 5 1/3 innings on opening day and earning the win. Out of the bullpen, he had a 3.04 ERA.
First base, Putty, number 28.
First pitch misses, a 1-0 count. 7-8-9 due up for the Commodores here in the top of the seventh in a 7-inning game. Pitch a strike, counts even 1-1. The 1-1 swung through. Putty comes up empty. 1-2 count here.
That was a filthy pitch. It is a slider, but still has a little bit of 12-6 movement, so Putty swinging over the top there. Put him away on 1-2. Let's see it.
The pitch from Sharp in the dirt. Brody Briggs liked it. Putty stayed strong to even the count.
It's been so refreshing seeing how these pitchers have worked with Brody Briggs. He always keeps them confident.
Pitch popped up and out of play. Half offer that. Putty admit his guilt as he ran towards first base for just a moment before asking, did I go around?
Yeah, you can't try to sell that the other way. If you're already running the first and then you stop because it wasn't officially called a swing yet.
I should run. Oh, wait. Do I need to? All right, yeah, I should have. That's the first out.
That's one where you just have to play your cards casual and hope that the umpire picks up on it.
Get in that box, start nodding your head back and forth. No.
What's more, shaking your head like, nope, no. I didn't go on that one.
Maley up, taking ball one. Ooh. 1-1 as a big wave and a miss.
Pulled the string there. That changeup looked really good. Maley swung yesterday. Pretty much finished his swing by the time the ball actually crossed the plate. He's got him on a yo-yo here.
That pitch drilled out to left field. On the run, it lands on the warning track. Zener comes up throwing on a bounce to second base. Austin Maley has a double.
Zener was shaded well towards left center. He had way too much ground to cover. Belt buckle high slider on a hanging pitch. Maley gets extended. Gotta love the effort for Zener to get it in quickly. It wasn't necessarily bang at second base, but it still was a relatively close play, which is really all you want to do. Don't give him anything for free, but Falmouth puts the tying run on second base, the go-ahead run at the plate. Hold your tickets, folks.
Tying run on second base, the first pitch to Dallas Brooks. Misses 1-0. Pitch in the dirt. 2-0 count to Brooks. Top of the order, waiting on deck. Fabio Peralta. Sharp takes a glance to second base. Fires home, gets the swing and a miss. Plenty of whiffs from Sharp in this early showing in the top of the seventh. One strikeout to show for it, and Austin Maley whiffed the double. Another swing and miss. 2-2.
It's a great tunnel right there. Fastball to the top of the zone. The pitch prior, breaking ball that started high, ended at the knees. So he thinks he's getting the breaking ball again. Because it starts in the same place, cannot recognize the spin, and he's well tardy. That's pitching.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Blocked up by Brody Briggs. Keeps Maley at bay. Count runs full. First base open. No doubt that Sharp wants that strikeout left on left. Pitch home. Couldn't get the call. Briggs stuck it, but it's ball four. Runners on first and second with one away as Peralta steps up to the plate.
Let's look at the pitch again. Maybe just a little bit out. It was close. Looks like Falmouth is going to send a pinch runner over to first base. Given the situation, Jack Dahm making a move to the bench.
Commodores calling on Drew Turpins to pinch run for the catcher Dallas Brooks. That's the go-ahead run in Turpin's. Maley, the tying run on second base. Peralta at the top of the order. Big spot here in the 7th. Takes ball 1 inside. Pitch gets away from Brody Briggs. Both runners up 90 feet. No room for error now. And a deep breath from Braden Sharp.
Takes away the ground ball double play.
Now one swing of the bat could take the lead for Falmouth. One down here in the top of the 7th. The infield is in for Hyannis. The 1-0. Breaking ball below the zone, 2-0. Nick Croce on deck. 2 strikeouts for him. He's 0 for 3. Peralta's 0 for 2 with 1 strikeout. Pitch sent out to right center field. The catch and the tag up as the tying run comes home for Falmouth on the sacrifice fly. The Harbor Hawks
The designated hitter from New Orleans,
right back
number
even.
18, Nick Croce. DH.
Amplifies the wild pitch. That would have been probably first and third. The runner from second would have tagged up to third, but instead a tag from third to home to Nadas at 3.
First blown save of the summer for Hyannis. Took a long while here in game 38. Nick Croce taking ball 1. 429 average in his small sample on the Cape. 1-0 upstairs, 2-0.
Sharp is just struggling to jump ahead. Continues to fall behind guys. Nobody warming in the Hyannis pen. Mitch Carricker wants him to end this game, whether it's a win or a loss or a tie.
Pitch in the dirt, blocked up by Brody Briggs. With Bourne already losing to Harwich, a tie and a win would do the same work for the Harbor Hawks. As that's ball 4. Another great block from Brody Briggs. And Mitch Carricker heading out to the mound here. First and third for Falmouth.
This will not be a pitching change, more so a time for the skipper to calm down Sharp and maybe give a scouting report.
Braden Jeffries 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a single his last time up. Go ahead run on third base. The pinch runner Turpins. The Harbor Hawks' usual closer, Truett Webb, unavailable today. It's being felt here. Mound visit wrapped up with the whole infield.
Third baseman from Michigan, number 6, Braden.
2 away here in the top of the 7th.
Third base, Jeffries.
Commodores could have something on here in first and third. See how the Harbor Hawks respond after the mound visit.
If there's ever a catcher to still, despite a first and third, with the go-ahead run 90 feet away to throw down, it's Briggs. But I imagine there's no intention of taking second base at first. It's probably just getting a rundown and see if the guy can score.
Sharp sends in strike 1 to Jeffries. The 0-1. Grounded right back to Braden Sharp. He'll take it to first base with the flip to Lamb. And the Harbor Hawks get out of the inning, leaving the go-ahead run on third base. But we'll have to play the bottom of the 7th here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network. It's all tied up 3-3.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Wherever you need to go, arrive in comfort, style, and complete peace of mind. From seamless rides to and from Logan Airport, to the energy of the big game in the city, to unforgettable weddings, proms, and nights out with friends. Bella Luxury Transportation is there every step of the way. No stress, no driving. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. Bella Luxury Transportation, leave the driving to us.
The Harbor Hawks looked out of this game at a moment, then right away with a 3-run inning, jumped back ahead 3-2. And that lead went away with a sacrifice fly in the top of the 7th. First blown save of the season for the Harbor Hawks as Braden Sharp couldn't shut the door. But the Harbor Hawks still have the chance here to walk things off in the bottom of the 7th. J.C. Davis, Brody Briggs, and Matt Einish.
From Villanova, number 16, Mark Gialusi.
New catcher in for the Commodores coming off the bench, Mark Gialusi, the Villanovan.
The third baseman from Rice, number 17, J.C. Davis.
Rising redshirt junior from Villanova, taking over behind the plate. Gialusi replacing the pinch runner Drew Turpins, who was stranded on third base as the go-ahead run. First pitch strike to J.C. Davis. This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited. Murphy still on the mound as Davis turns it around to center field. Hit it hard and a little too hard. A few steps back for Peralta for the first down.
That's frustrating for Davis, but he got good wood on it. That'll flip it over for Brody Briggs, number 9 man.
With this being a 7-inning game, we'll play the 8th inning if necessary. And that will be it. Brody Briggs recorded his first hit of the season in Game 2 of yesterday's doubleheader. 1-0 count here. Ball popped out of the glove of Gialusi. Called strike at the top of the zone. One pitch. Breaking ball. Chopped up the middle. Another tough play for Farner. He beats Briggs to the bag for the second out.
The second baseman from West Virginia, number 15, Matt Einish.
The Harbor Hawks rallied with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Sparked by an infield single from Jax Jimenez after Einish was picked off at first base. Einish now up with 2 outs and nobody on base, taking strike 1. Does the approach change for Matt Einish here?
Maybe a little bit.
Grounder to second base. Maley, underhand toss to first. We'll play some extra baseball here from McKeon Park. We're headed to the 8th, tied at 3.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
A stay with Del Mar Vacations is more than a getaway. It's a refined Cape Cod experience. From beautifully maintained homes and elevated amenities to personalized service at every step, we deliver a level of care that sets us apart. Our dedicated local team ensures every detail is thoughtfully handled, allowing you to relax and enjoy your time on the Cape. With luxury homes in Barnstable and more than 400 properties across Cape Cod, Del Mar makes finding your perfect retreat effortless.
Welcome to extra innings for the first time this summer. And even still, this extra inning is the 8th inning, which we'll be playing in game 2 of our doubleheader, a full 9-inning game against Cotuit later tonight. But here, 6 more outs, and win, lose, or tie. Both teams will head on to their next leg of the doubleheader. And we'll take a look at the standings here for a moment as Yarmouth Dennis and Brewster right on top of the East Division. Really tight battle. There's even a tight battle for 3rd and 4th, as Orleans has already been eliminated from the playoff contention. In the West, a bit of a different story. Tight all the way through 1 through 3. But everyone has something to play for, with Wareham and Cotuit battling for that last playoff spot.
It's that time of the summer, and it's been a blast. Of course, these teams looking to right the ship in this game. Falmouth currently trailing Hyannis in the season series. Actually, it's tied 2-2. So this game is for the head-to-head, which, potentially could come back later.
Braden Jeffries, the automatic runner on second base here in extra innings. Gavin Greger leading it off. He entered defensively for Tommy Harrison.
Made that error, too. He wants to make up for that.
Braden Sharp still on the mound into his 2nd inning of work. Bunt shown. Pulls back for strike 1 called.
It's the 26th pitch of the relief appearance for Sharp. Hyannis does not have a lot of guys available as they gear up for the postseason. Only 4 pitchers available for today's game. Sharp, Littleton, we've seen.
Bunt shown again, popped up over the broadcast booth, out of play.
Canine and Blash. So presumably, Kevin Robinson, well, not presumably, he is the scheduled starter. What is presumable is that it'll be Canine and Blash to piggyback tonight against Cotuit. The Kettleers coming to McKeon Park.
Cotuit, along with Bourne, on a 5-game losing streak. Ball hit to the left side of the infield. The runner will still take 3rd base as the first out recorded. Kirk throws on to first in time.
The shortstop from Georgia, number 41, Matthew Farner. Shortstop Farner, number 41.
One away, runner on 3rd base for Matthew Farner. Infield in for the Harbor Hawks. Sacrifice fly could score the go-ahead run. Same way that Falmouth tied up this game in the top of the 7th. The 1-0 from Sharp. Outside. Missed his spot to Briggs. 2-0 count now. Waved that and missed. Off speed. Doing its job.
If you're the Harbor Hawks, you realistically need to keep this ball on the ground. Anything in the air is likely going to score a run, even a little bloop shot with the infield being in.
2-1. Sent down the left field line, well foul. Now a chance for Sharp to get the out at the plate, which of course is the ideal.
The ideal is that there's like a line out double play, but that's probably asking for too much. Of course, in realistic terms, you're pitching for the strikeout.
2-2. In the dirt, blocked up by Brody Briggs.
That's unbelievable. That pitch is about 57 feet in. Briggs not only gets out of the crouch, essentially half stands up. 4th in the country, or 17th in the country in DRS, that's defensive runs saved, this past spring at Arizona State, and that just saved what is still at the moment a tie game.
Full count pitch. Grounded softly to third base. Going home, the tag. He's out! J.C. Davis, an off-balance throw. Right on time, the Harbor Hawks get the ghost runner at the plate for a big second out.
That's a heck of a play from J.C. Davis. His momentum pulling him towards the Hyannis dugout. He has to throw around the runner coming to the plate and still get it on the money, and a great tag from Briggs. That's huge.
What an asset J.C. Davis is at the field. In second base, he's always been electric. Now moving over to third base for the second game this season, and he can't come up in a bigger spot. Carter White, 2 away. Runner on first base. Big swing and a miss.
And that only further amplifies that previous pitch, the Brody Briggs defensive run saved quite simply on the spiked curveball. That game could be a Falmouth lead right now.
Sharps 0-1. Right underneath Brody Briggs. Figures it out quick enough.
I had to suppress the inner baseball for me. Hearing the guys in the dugout yell feet, I was about to say it too.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Sharp hasn't had his best stuff, but that off speed has been there for him and been effective. This has been a grindy game for the Harbor Hawks.
Is that a word?
Sure.
Okay.
1-2. In the dirt. This one past Brody Briggs, ramped off the foot of the home plate umpire Mike Rabideau. Recovered at the backstop. 90 feet up for Matthew Farner, taking second base.
Second wild pitch for Braden Sharp. Now, a single could score the runner Farner. I assume it'd be a very risky send over at third base, which is really what you have to do. You got to risk it for the biscuit in this situation. I love that saying.
2-2 count, 2 away, runner on second. Braden Sharp knows this is the last out he's being asked for and gets the called strike 3. Walking off the mound, and the Harbor Hawks have a chance to win with the ghost runner on second when we return for the bottom of the 8th here on Cape League TV.
Life can be full of surprises, but Eastern Propane and Oil is always just a call away. With a local team member available 24/7, we're always ready to support you when you need it. With an Eastern Propane and Oil technician on the way, your family's comfort is our priority. Our local team, over 500 strong, ensures your home is comfortable and warm. Eastern Propane and Oil, a local team with 24/7 service and delivery, ensuring comfort when you need it most.
Wherever you need to go, arrive in comfort, style, and complete peace of mind. From seamless rides to and from Logan Airport, to the energy of the big game in the city, to unforgettable weddings, proms, and nights out with friends. Bella Luxury Transportation is there every step of the way. No stress, no driving. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. Bella Luxury Transportation, leave the driving to us.
Welcome back to the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network. J.R. Struck taking over on the mound switching to a righty for the first time today, making his first appearance on the Cape. Struck in a big spot here. No room for error with Matt Hyannis taking over as the runner on second base, the ghost runner.
Leading off for the Harbor Hawks, the designated hitter from Oregon, number 32, Jax Jimenez. G.H. Jimenez, number 32.
Jax Jimenez up to the plate. Hyannis on second base. Corners are in for Falmouth. And a pickoff move to second base. Bunt shown by Jimenez. Pulled back. Strike one. Oh, 1 count. The Harbor Hawks have played small ball all summer long. Bunt shown again. Pulled back again, and another called strike. Jimenez out of time to lay it down. The 0-2 below the zone. 1-2. Jimenez multi-hit game for the first time on his hitting streak. 2 for 3 and a chance here. Turns on it to right field. That's down. It's fair. Into the corner, and Matt Hyannis will round third, head for home, and the Harbor Hawks walk it off. Jax Jimenez 3 for 4, and here comes the bench. First man to him, Braden Sharp. You can't blame Sharp for being excited. The Harbor Hawks are 1 win away from locking up the West. 4-3, Hyannis takes it over Falmouth. And they'll have to regroup quickly for game 2 against Cotuit later this afternoon. But what a game, what a fight from Hyannis here tonight.
Hanging breaking ball, belt buckle high. Jimenez drops the head. There's something in the air, and it's the Harbor Hawks. These guys are red hot.
A walk-off RBI double.
6 p.m. tonight, first pitch against Cotuit.
The Harbor Hawks finally play an extra inning game, and they take full advantage of it. Walk-off double for Jimenez. And Hyannis heads over to the Cotuit game here tonight at 6:05 p.m. with destiny in their own hands.
Destiny and momentum as they rip the shirt off Jax Jimenez. That guy works out, that's for sure.
That'll do it for game 1 of our doubleheader here on the Harbor Hawks Baseball Network. For our producers, Hope Nolan and James Kluggish, our sideline reporters Sam Garini and Ethan Wax, and my broadcast partners Quincy Bell and Max Schwartzberg. I'm Charlie Adams saying so long. A walk-off win here in 8 innings. The Harbor Hawks back in action at 6:05. We'll see you then here on